Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, it's our main event between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Looking in the air here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Will take over just outside the red zone as he goes out of bounds. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him one drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them. They get it by attacking the ball.
To throw here on 1st down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So it'll be 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
70.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down.
Ready? Bronco 80. Hurt. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
He tries to sneak it, and he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Brooks will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Go! Gravity lying! Gravity lying! Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here he is now, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. It's a screen play to Edwards. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
3rd and long for him here. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. From the red zone now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
It's a dime look defensively from the Panthers. 3rd down coming. Here he goes. 3rd and long. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Give the Scatteroo here on his own read. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Dumped off to his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. He's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. And really create some indecision now defensively.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Check mash.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Brooks is going to get it off the zone read. He's out in the clear. To the house, touchdown Carolina! The Panthers get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start the drive with Edwards. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. Gets some space around midfield. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
And he's going to work it to the 20. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to try and throw it here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete out to the right side. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. And they are passing on the field goal attempt. They're going for this on 4th down. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They go play action on 1st down. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Quick to the left, it's caught. And this one doesn't go far. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing it again here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now lead by 10. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. That pass caught by Strange. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go.
To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Get it. Took it, 19.
Motion man right is Jefferson. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Line up the design keeper. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Takes the second down snap. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hot 70, hot 70. Go street. 19 tight, 19 tight. Rig alert, rig alert.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. This one misses the tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Carolina in punt formation. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
From the pistol, here comes Edwards. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Pass play now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Jack Fox will kick it away. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First and 10 from the 32.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. Breaks free in the center of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now lead by 10. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else, because that play-action pass should be devastating.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Now a give to Edwards, running left. And before he can get back to the line, they send him out. So they're going to lose a yard on that first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Setting up to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
3rd and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Running behind center with Edwards. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets it through the middle. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
Edwards off his own read. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Motion man right is Jefferson. They'll throw for it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down,
he's got it deep downfield. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Back to work after throwing the pick. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Jack Fox on the punt. It's fielded at the 14. All right, they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime. One last play before the break. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he could not break beyond the line, so that's how our half's going to end. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Fox now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage. With the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Here you go, set. Cowboy 80. Let go.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Trey Tucker to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow. It puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Now trying the right side with Edwards. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure coming. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Tucker now on the return. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Panthers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. DJ Moore, the touchdown. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Tucker now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. Hawk 70.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly marked up, too.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 Vikings.
Pass play coming here. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
Crack all 80.
They're going to try to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Trying to throw this from the gun. It's into the hands of Edwards. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 from the 43. They're going play action. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down.
Get up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Sticking to the air here. Finds a seam down the middle. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Vikings put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings take 7 points off the deficit. They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. And the Panthers secure that kick.
There's always a little competition on a football team to see who's going to make the hands team. Right? Those defensive guys say, hey, listen, I'm not a receiver with bad hands. I got good hands. Well, this is the ultimate test of it right here, Kate. Who makes the hands team? Those are the ones that are most trustworthy to go finish these games, to go get those onside kicks, and to go finish that phase of the game out.
And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Come on.
Working now from the gun. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
60 Maverick. Warriors 70.
Shotgun now on third down. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They go play action on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Again to throw on second. Big man showing up the yards. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers trying to end this before the final quarter. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Panthers continue adding on to that lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Tucker now on the return. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Edwards. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Got a lock behind this. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings continuing to fight at least. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings cut into the lead by another point. They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Yeah, these numbers, Kate, they're pretty clear. It's hard to recover these onside kicks. Nice job there by the fielding team, but you see why the rules committee, right, the competition committee, constantly searching for maybe new creative ways, because it is just so hard to get that ball when the other team's prepared for the onside kick.
He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Hawk 70, Mustang 19.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Back to throw. On a quick slant, it's Leggett. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18.
He's going to throw it again. He's got it at the 5. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's dropped. They got there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this third quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Panthers who have possession. And this one looking pretty well decided already. Second and goal back to all the way up to the 14 here.
Ready? Panthers cooking. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates. 7 go.
They'll work against the blitz. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers tack on 7 more to their lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. It's Edwards on the carry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Sticking with Edwards here. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Come on.
Putting a receiver in motion.
60 Vikings.
Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. Shoves one away. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They've got a man in motion. They'll throw it here on 1st. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
On the give, this is Edwards. And And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, great. Ready?
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fred, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Has him on the quick hitter. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him the possession.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he'll be out of bounds after a tough return. Offense looking at its own 17 to begin the drive. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 50 green.
A give to Edwards. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's the backup. First throw. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Vikings hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go. Cut.
It's a handoff here to Edwards. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Ready.
Rattler now off the play action. Trying to push deep downfield. And the defender comes away with it. And the Panthers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Go.
Sending him on the dive. And he's out the clear. 30 into the red zone. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, until they finish this series off.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.